Hello everyone, welcome back to more Hytale with building Castle Gorm. It's me, Gecko Comics, or Hero of the Heart. Last time we finished up this section of the castle, which means for the lower reaches of the castle we just have the dungeons and this area left. So, let's get right to it. Okay, so this area doesn't need to be so tight as since this is just kind of labbing and stuff. Doesn't need to be quite so tight knit and everything. Doesn't need to be so locked down and secure. Actually, let me have a look up here again. Because I can... Yeah. We'll probably just have a big walkable area up there. So we may as well just what did you undo? Okay. You just brought it down here again. Why are you doing that? Stop! What? What in the hell? Release immediately. Okay. That's annoying. How did it even, like, push it out there? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, drag it over here. Alright. So this area can afford to be more relaxed. I mean, it has somewhat close proximity to the entrance to the dungeons and everything. Sure. But I'm going to punch out that red light down there, I see. No worries. But the main thing, like, is, you know, we've got this is you know, living quarters, and your main thing here is you've got a couple of labs. That, and it's probably going to be one of the more magical environments in this part of the castle. I'll go ahead and let this be like this. But so I'm probably going to be going for more greens and blues than reds and yellows. I mean, you know, had greens and blues over here, but yeah. And then yeah, no bridge because these don't line up. And also just the ceiling. Alright. So, what I had in the previous iteration of this section of the castle, since I only had this section of the castle in the original iteration of the castle, I didn't get to the other half of the basement when I was doing the remake of the castle last year. What I had before was this side was just kind of an alchemy lab. This side was a bookshelf maze, essentially. And it had some neat, like, lore things or whatever in it, but I think I can do better this time. Although we're definitely kind of missing any sort of, you know, any sort of an analog for having a, like, written book the way Minecraft does. Alright, so we're gonna make this raised area a little different from, what was going on in the banquet hall level. Obviously, yeah, we still have, you know, the rooms, but and they, you know, they got carpets. I'm probably not gonna do carpets in here, not for any like military reason, but just like people might be transporting things in here that would ruin carpets. Plain and simple. And it's also like, again, kind of just say under level of the castle in general. Probably not somewhere we want to have carpets. There's just too many busy things, and the keeping your carpets clean as opposed to an area that is dedicated entirely for hospitality. Yeah. So we just keep the carpets to people's rooms. Don't punch out the crystals entirely there. I do still think I want to have crystals. Just none of the free-floating stuff, and I don't want them to be red. Not for this level. Alright, so we grab this. Alright. That gives us a wall to work with. Turn these around so that they're, you know, connected properly. And then, let's see. I don't want these raised up because they're going to be connecting a bunch of walls, like the cobblestone walls, as in the stone brick wall individual block pieces. Even honestly, it's a bit more shaped like a fence, but whatever. Or a handrail, even. Which also, like, funny, you know, fences in this game are, like, not very... Actually, I haven't tried stacking these on top of each other. They don't connect. At least not yet. Okay, So I'm wanting to do, let's see, connecting arch. Probably do something like this, and then have a keystone at the top. And then we grab this and then just copy it over. I mean, it's decorative. Why not have something like this here? We can even do a little something slightly fancy up here. And there you go. That's basic structure, and then also we gotta finish up with this side. Okay. Why am I being pinged at the moment? Is it for... Oh, I got... Oh, I already... Okay, so I had a text for checking the mail that I didn't even hear. And then... Okay, so there's a net game going on. Alright, so everyone's to do a net game, and then I'm busy with the castle. It's kind of just a standard at this point, I think. Alright, probably shouldn't erase the corner pillars, especially if I'm going for some sort of a dungeon, or not dungeons, but you know. Blah. Okay, so I can center these actually, and that might help. Let's see, so... Let's see, all diagonally aligned, all four corners. Okay. So that's going to have a gap of 5 and then a gap of 4. Okay. That's workable. Probably. And then I'll mess with that later, but I'm going to go ahead and just copy this entire floor plan and drag it over. So I'm not having to manually calculate it there. Okay, let's get all of this section done first. And maybe I should actually put in carpets here. Alright, so... Let's see. All the walls. And up here too. Almost certainly going to have a lounging area right there, kind of like up the other side. Might be a little bit more elaborate too, we'll see. Nothing super extravagant, because this is again not like the hospitality first level. But, eh. Alright. Alright. Crystals, 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 crystals. We want to do... Let's see. I think on this level, predominantly blue color actually makes sense. But it's not going to be pure blue, it's going to be blue with some mixing of green as the main color focus. Also, I need to grab ceiling stuff because of course I do. And it's not going to be a complicated mess as it was like up here, because all the pillars are just already connected. because I can just grab this and it's going to work out. So that's how I'm going to handle it. Also means no chandeliers, but save the extravagant stuff for where it matters. This part is more of a kind of a utility area, or, you know, facility, rather than just a living space. I might want to figure out better handling on that. But again, that's for later. There will probably want to be some amount of caution in here. I'll probably have some yellow inclusions in the actual workspaces for the main lab. But everything else about this is actually going to be pretty calm. Calm with a bit of would it be verdant intrigue or Hytale? I don't know. I'm not the best with words. But I'm definitely good at using an environment to convey different feelings and stuff. Okay, now if we turn the full bright off, we've got quite a mixture of moonlight blue and then the green colors. Oop. Don't forget those guys. So I'm thinking this actually looks pretty cool. It's not quite as, you know, calm blue as up here, but this is literally a, you know, you go here to kind of just take it easy and sleep or whatever. Probably have some mix of this stuff down there though. But here, again, this is more of a lab environment, so a highly dominant amount of green. Well, it's green and blue in tandem, really. And I think, yeah, for this kind of an area, that's what I want. And I might even go as far as to actually do some carpeting in here. Question is, I'm thinking probably have the doors like here and here, so that they're in the most open areas. And if I have doors here, then so be it. I'm not decided on that yet. Alright, here we go. Oh. And I know better this time that I should not be trying to put these so-called carpets in front of the doors because of blocks of doors. Also, they're not really carpets, they're yeah, cloth roof. Sure. think actually kind of, yeah, this is kind of neat how it's looking, I think. And then similar deal up here. Man, having this actual colored lighting system just out the gate, like, really expands what you can do for the actual, you know, vibe and atmosphere of an area. It's kind of unreal. And then you can have these connecting. Like so. Now I'm actually kind of excited to see how I'm going to handle the upper floors, especially when it comes to, like, because of God, probably no one even remembers it out of the people who would have been aware of it, but I had a thing of so one of the characters involved with Castle Slockgorm, I've played a few times on SMP2 Persona Mirage. Before the events that brought about the Apotheosis campaign came to be, like pretty much right before, yeah, I basically had it like, oh yeah, she's got more or less her own room or office or whatever, something to that degree. But yeah, that wasn't on any specifics of what it was like. I don't know. Right, I could. You know, I'll keep it. Ooh, no. Okay, so these walls, I'm thinking I'll go ahead and do that. The thick ones, yes. The one thick, no. Because again, they're gonna have to other side and everything. Man. Thinking about how this is gonna look like once everything's done and everything, and you know, I get that this probably on its own isn't going to qualify for the contest. I'm definitely going to have to figure out systems a lot more. So that's part of why I want to rush through this so quickly with building a castle, is because I really do actually need to get around to doing the, you know, actual modding work. You know, otherwise I don't have a worthwhile entry for the Hytale modding contest that ends around the start of May, I believe. Actually, yeah, I think I do want to go for green carpets in here. And I can go for red carpets in the other... Yeah. On the other side. That way it's a, you know, color coding, you know, the designated purpose of, you know, who's living in that space. And down we go. God, why are the crystals so crunchy when you walk on them? Oh well. It's probably not a matter of why, but just like it feels a little silly, but not in a bad way. Alright, that's all the green carpets. Now we want to do red. And I might even actually carpet it down here, after all. This isn't the dungeon level, so you know what, I think it's fine. I won't put carpets in the forge though, for what should probably be obvious reasons. Because of, yeah. I mean, may as well explain it anyway. Fire, bad. Carpet, no. Burn, burn. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can actually extend the carpet into here. That should be fine. Why the red carpet in the military area and not the fucking you know, not raw to red carpet for honored guests? So the tradition on that is when you're rolling out the red carpet for your honored guests or for people highly important, historically speaking, that is a even just walking on a red carpet in general, historically speaking, that's a symbol of walking over the blood of your enemies. And it's not just a like regular honor battle conquest kind of thing. No, it's in a there's actually a pretty evil context to that as well. At least with how it's used in modern day. On its origin I can't say specifically, but yeah. Here, though, I'm not using it in that context. I'm using it in a, like, this is, for one, this is the lowest area I'm even going to consider having a carpet in for the castle. Because, the only area below here is the dungeons. And we are not carpeting the dungeons. Plain and simple. And yes, that was probably another net game ping. I'll have to check it here in a bit, probably. Yeah, here it's like... Yeah, I'm already carpeting a lot of areas, so I might as well, have carpet to begin with. And on this floor, it makes the most sense for that carpet color to be red, because red is a pretty... It's a very action color. A very, alert and aware kind of a color. And there's like this floor has the most prominent use of red at all. Outside of, I'm probably going to make almost all the lighting in the dungeons just be red. And yeah, this is going to be probably more vibrant, like bold shade of red, because there's actually like the crystal lights, yeah, they're colored, but they're actually like halfway between the full color and then halfway between white. They are full luminosity, so that's what determines the illumination range. But they're actually like about halfway on their saturation. Whereas with the actual blood of the castle, I'm probably going to make that be full saturation. And yeah, down here, I'm probably going to need biome coloring in here to actually make it work out. And probably also like, you know, what I had on the previous iteration where, yes, you could even see the blood of the castle, just, yeah, everywhere you walked. So, yeah, there will be more of a red color here. All right, let me quickly check the message. It's already been getting close to an hour, so I'm not even sure if I'll have too much time to right, yeah, server's up, so hate to oh right. Yeah, I'm going to omit carpets on the wine cellar and kitchens because of yeah, not the best environment for that. Here it's kind of fine. But still. Alright. So, I'm probably going to repeat patterns here a bit. So one side's going to be library, but I'm going to make it more sensible than last time. And then other side's going to be actual, like, magic lab. Wrong tool. Alright. Okay, so probably go back to full bright. Because I could make this render a little bit more cleanly so that there's less polygons. Or more, well, less visible triangles. That'd probably be for the best. Ooh, right. Because they don't align fully. And there's not really anything that can be done about that. Oh my, Because they're both corners. And you don't have a centered point of entry. Fair enough. Okay, so going like this, and then we've also got, oh, well, I mean, let's do down here first, because we're probably going to like mirror and stuff again. So we'll get the structure first. Alright. And yeah, I said that this would be the library section. I'll keep the green carpet, why not? Pardon. Alright, we'll see how tall I can afford making the individual pillars be. But yeah, both of these rooms here will probably be like pretty samey on actual layout. It's just one's going to be full of books and the other one's going to be full of like alchemy stations and stuff. More or less. Right, we kind of gotta do this thing where everything's already got that. Because then the cobblestone's gonna be fit in, and this and that, and you know how it is. Hell, I can even probably just like, you know what, I can just fucking grab, if you don't mind real quick. I'll take it from here. No, not yet. Okay, yeah, we can kind of just... Because we got a 5x5. Well, 7x7. So we got this space. And that means we already have all of this figured out. Do this. I think that's also one of the other issues I had on the original Tale of Sunsword was like, you know, I made some of the floors like really tall, and then just didn't do anything with the above space. I wasn't even making like arches or anything, so it was just kind of, yeah, wasted space of emptiness. To, you know, promise not to look up or whatever. Oh boy, how far I've come. Alright, and I think we're basically set now. So we just go usual patterns. Yeah, this won't be too hard. Let's see, did I do slab? I did do slab. Oh! I don't have anywhere to slab. Other than on the sides here. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it can't be avoided with the current alignment of everything. And then, yeah, 1, 2, 2.5. So it's like, yeah. And could even put light fixtures in like that. We'll get there in a second. So these rooms will be more green and yellow, with probably still some blue aspects. Oh, I just missed that. Okay. So we've got similar makeup here. And then it's able to do that. Probably even go like this. And just something like that. Yeah. Sure. And then just rotate, and then... Alright. Now for the crystal lighting. Once again. I'll probably actually have the light balances be a little different between rooms, because the lab probably should have more green in it to emphasize, you know, what it is, while the library should have a bit more of a blue focus, since it's not like... Yeah, probably should just go with blue, since kind of a quieter area with green on the side. Or I could actually just have both these rooms be... Oh! Yeah, that's right, I could have... You know what? Yeah. Both these rooms could be some form of lab, magic lab, and then the common area can be where people do their research. Perfect. Alright, so that means we've got to get our things going. Might just not do the large cauldron. Maybe. Because I can't actually fit it neatly anywhere in particular. Also, the surface could use animating. Don't know why it's not quite like that. Oh, we have wooden counter? Ooh. Do we have other counter types? Not really. Right, and I kind of want to go with more of a stone counter. I can try to use one of these. It's just old potion. Okay. I'm thinking, yeah, going with, yeah, this lower level will be for, like, alchemy and stuff, and the upper level I might try for more of a enchanting kind of a feeling. We'll see. And then... Alchemist workbench. Right, probably don't have carpet in here. That would be hell on earth to try and clean up. Okay. So, let's see. Right, let's raise these up so we can actually like have supported counter space. I'll probably change this up again when I get to the enchanting, so let's probably just yeah, take these out for the moment and just copy what I've got already. Okay. Then everything. Yeah. Alright, so we put all these together. Not there. Got a bunch of lab stations. I'm not sure I've got really anywhere to put that. Other than I guess maybe there. I don't know. I don't think this really fits in. What would fit in though is definitely these guys. Alright, let's see how I did that over here again. I had them raised over a unlit fire. Accidentally grabbed 100, whatever. Okay, so I had it sort of like... had the fire exposed. How is it? So... Oh, right. Like that. Okay. Simple enough. I think I can get away with that here. Not that, that. And then, let's see. I don't exactly have any, like, shelf space in here, do I? So that might be kind of... Well, I can actually... I can just put the shelves above everything. Ooh, right. I probably should just, yeah, sorry, pillars. Pillars are fun, but... Okay. So we want some shelf. Okay, what kinds of things can I even put in here? Not a lot, but I can put things in here. And that's going to be some of the things we've got here. So, let's see, we'll go ahead and place a few old potions. Gonna let it be a little scattered. Oh, they're just teetering on the edge. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure this will be fine. Okay, now we can copy everything. So at least just copy this ground floor. And now we can throw around the alchemy benches. I feel like I should probably have something in the middle though. Let's see. Alright, everything is workable. Let's just, yeah. We can have... Actually... Get in some chairs. Oh, that's a little sad. I think I'll leave it for now. Like this. just gonna bring it over. Alright. So, let's see, over here. Right, usual basic amenities. Probably a good thing to prioritize. Oh yeah, let's get the stuff here. I'll actually provide a candle. Nah, no, we've already got light. Yeah, we'll just grab a pile of books. Why not? Let's see. So this entire hallway can just be a bunch of like, benches and books. Place down the book piles. Oh wait, it's not overcrowded on. Oh wait, no, this is. Yeah, we want this to be benches. And then this can be benches out here. Alright. Similar deal. And then, let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead with just kind of cramming these walls with books. Not too concerned about, lack of benches that way, because we've got plenty of benches just all around. And okay. We'll go ahead and actually have some more books by the benches that are floating around. Oh, well, let's see. Let's have them be like this. Don't take up too much space, but definitely have places for people to sit. Probably overdoing it, but oh well. Hell if I care. Just want this to be a nice lived-in kind of an area. Alright, I suppose I could actually do this. Is this gonna be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have fucking books wander off with no one saying how or when or why? Probably, but hell to it all. This is the library. Okay. Okay, so they need proper support at the moment. Fair enough. I can still at least do a few here. Maybe there'll be some way to have double-sided bookshelves later. Oh, did I remember to red carpet in the I don't think I did. In the quarters, no I did not. That's gonna be fun, because there's a lot of these. Oh well. Right. Okie dokie. Alright, everything working out. So now it's just up here. We need to do our enchanting magic stuff. So we've got the Arcanist workbench, of course. And yeah, this is probably going to be similar but different to below. I don't have any particular place in here or really anywhere for like specifically just like crystal working or whatever, but I can, you know, I can figure things out. Alright, so let's see. What kinds of decoration can I put in here? Oh, right, of course I need to. Right, that's already taken care of. And then, let's see, I'm not sure what I'm gonna put in the 5 long. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna have books in there. What about in the middle, though? Let's see. Because, let's see. Shelf. Yeah, probably just go with a bunch of books, and then here we've got different doodads and things. probably actually go ahead and have a carpet in here, since it's just magic and nothing that's going to cause a mess if it spills. Okay. I guess I could have this area carpeted. I don't feel like it. Alright, so now... I mean, we've kind of basically got, like, most of the stuff we want in here, other than, I'm thinking actually just, grab some blue crystals. Give it a little bit more of that mystical kind of vibe. And then... let's see. Might just leave it at that. Or perhaps add in some chairs. Eh. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that for the enchanting level. At least for now. When I can incorporate crystal working, it'll be... yeah. Alright. Although I may even just have crystal working be its own level. We'll see. Alright, drag it over. Looks like it's in line. All good. Is there anything else I wanted to do? Nothing really comes to mind. So I might just let this be where I call the episode, perhaps. Maybe. So, I mean, we got some decent progress here. Oh, you know what? You know what? Be really cool to just a little extra. Okay. Well, that'll be all for now. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.